And what's going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. ISG football, we're powered by Ono Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, that talk traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League, and we also have a couple of Madden players playing for cash and prizes as we come to you here on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. All right, we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley of CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, ISG basketball. It's good to be here, folks. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League. As I said in the open there, we're the only show, folks, that can literally combine, and the only show that talks traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're going to talk the latest in the world of the NFL. Also got a couple of gamers playing for cash and prizes. Week number 8 in the NFL. We're getting near that halfway mark here. A lot of teams still in playoff positioning. Best team in the AFC, we'll talk about that. Best teams in the NFC, we'll get into all of it. And the very latest, also some bad teams we're going to talk about. One of them, 1-6. That will be our lead story. But shout out to the good folks right here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, where I trap at, right here off of Broadway. Midtown, if you will. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, and great affordable drinks, folks. The libations are definitely flowing. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. You've seen that before here on the show, man. The costumes and the outfits are tremendous. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends, too. You just saw the patio as we spun the block there. The Golden Eagle, it has landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Look at that beautiful Mexican sports bar here. Good to be here. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is, still to the left of me, Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee Volunteer starting quarterback, also played in the NFL for the Broncos and the Cardinals, and also the UFL's San Antonio Broncos. Green 80. Green 80. Kill. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. Easy. Got it. Hold on. Time. Alert. Tuesday. Set. Hey. I said timeout. You can't do that. I said timeout.
I was waiting for it. They would have banned it on it. It would have been over. They were right.
Yeah, I was doing the Kirby Smart. I said the word time. I didn't say timeout. I said time.
No. That was a clap. You were saying clap. You were clapping. We all saw it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
what? We didn't hear anything, ref. We didn't hear anything. It's okay.
It's on wax, man. I can't lie. It's right there. I can't lie. It's right there.
No one has the rewind button.
How you doing, brother? Man, I see you got your volunteer orange on. Is that a Tampa Bay Buccaneer creamsicle? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Tampa Bay and the University of Tennessee have the exact same color orange, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that online. Is that true?
I never noticed that, but I do. Along with the Seahawks, I think Miami has, or Tampa Bay has the best throwback uniforms out of all the teams that have in the Seahawks.
Absolutely. And you know who has the worst? Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Okay, so I think they do. According to Google, notable similarity between the orange by the University of Tennessee and the creamsicle orange of the throwback uniforms of the Bucs. In fact, they're the same official color, Pantone 151. So we're on to something. There it is. I thought I remember reading that. Yeah.
I'd say this, Andrea. You remember the Jets jerseys that were navy blue when we were younger?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, the Titans, the old Titans. Yeah, the old Titans.
Oh man, those were ugly as can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that yellow with the Chargers. Yeah,
I don't think that was bad. It's a banana Laffy Taffy, but I don't think banana Laffy Taffy was bad for the Chargers.
The yellow was fire.
Yeah.
You're gonna get. Kevin's talking to us. Kevin, they can't hear you.
Kevin was talking about how it's almost as bad as the blue and yellow, I guess, funny. Chargers uniform.
Right.
Yeah. I like all Chargers uniforms. They're like,
I love that. Love the powder blues. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Pittsburgh wearing their 1930s throwbacks this weekend. So you're going to see some of that this weekend on Sunday Night Football.
Disgusting.
We'll talk about all that. Andrea Richmond, she's to the right of me. Piece up, A down. She's in the A-Town. What's going on, A-Rich?
Atlanta actually premiered their old throwbacks, and they actually won in them. And then this week happened. We're not going to talk about that, but we'll talk about the throwbacks. Throwback to last week.
Boy, being a Falcons fan is like being on a roller coaster, man. It's like Six Flags over Georgia, man. Are you at the theme park, or are you at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium right there watching the Falcons? Seems like it's a theme park because you're on a roller coaster.
It feels like it's a roller coaster, and we can just sit in traffic if I want to be in a roller coaster. Because am I going to get to the destination? Am I not? I'd rather play that roller coaster rather than watch the Falcons, actually, All
right, you ready to get this roller coaster of a show going? You guys ready?
Yep, let's get it.
All right, let's take a look at the rundown here as we come to you from El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Mexican sports bar here located in Bayonne, New Jersey. We're on the platforms here of NESN Nation on Beat Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Dolphins Mike McDaniel, for now, sticking with QB Tua Tagovailoa. He's also, for now, still the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. We'll talk about the latest on that one. He's looking forward to this weekend and going forward with the Dolphins. Mike Evans, Buccaneers wide receiver, has a broken collarbone, messed up his clavicle there on Monday Night Football. We'll talk about that and what that means, how long he'll be out. Denver's Dre Greenlaw, suspended. I don't know if you guys seen the video of this. He was chasing a referee at the end of the game. Also, I'm going to point out a little something that the referee did as well. His butt needs to be suspended or at least fined. We'll talk about that. Travis Hunter baptized before a game last week. A lot of reactions about that. I don't know why there's negative reactions about that, but we'll talk about that. Doug Martin dying in police custody. Very serious story here, a.k.a. the muscle hamster. Good running back there with the Buccaneers. We'll talk about that and mental health in this country. Also, the Packers and Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Biggest game of the week, man. It's the Aaron Rodgers Bowl there in Pittsburgh. All right, let's take a look at the rules here. We also got a couple of Madden players playing for cash and prizes here. It's all Madden, competitive game style, head-to-head current rosters like to call those regs or regular teams. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets 40. The runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash. You win 4 straight weeks, and it gets progressively harder. You do win an NFL licensed zip chair. Folks, go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Shout out to Tina Altadama. She's the marketing lady there. They've been rocking with us for about 5 or 6 years now. Zip chair, man. They actually have more than just gaming chairs. They got sofas, stools, gaming desk, you name it. They got all the NFL teams, Major League Baseball, NBA, NHL, MLS, NCAA chairs as well. Any custom pieces you want, check them out online. They're located on Strong Island, zipchair.com. Also, if you win your first zip chair, you get an official ISG t-shirt. Gonna have the hoodies coming out here too in the next week or two. They are fire. I wore one on Friday. These things are fire. I can't wait to get that on market. Check us out online, theisgshow.com/shop. All right, how about the matchup here as we take a look at these two young men playing Madden? OG2K, our current king of the hill. He's our champion, playing with the Packers. Go Pack Go. And Fearthehuskers, also a multiple-time champ, like a 5 or a 6-time champ, playing, as my best friend likes to say, the Stillets, not the Steelers, the Stillets. Pittsburgh there. Let's take a look real quickly at the profiles of these two young men. We'll start with I guess he's a champ, but he's the challenger in this matchup. He is Fearthehuskers, a.k.a. Robert Neely. Omaha, from Omaha, Nebraska, 27 years of age, civil engineer, currently working on the tallest structure in the Omaha greater region there, 40-plus stories. He's a 6-time ISG Madden champion. Shout out to Fearthehuskers, Robert Neely. How about a king of the hill, our current champ? Shout out to him. OG2K, Nicholas Sirianni, no relation to the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, Nick Sirianni, Western New York. He's from Buffalo, 19 years of age, currently in college, a 10-time ISG Madden champion, and a 2-time ISG college football champion. So 12 belts, 12 championships. He's currently the champion in both Madden and EA Sports college football. All right, let's take a look real quickly at the standings here. As we take a look at the Mollipop Grapes and the Mollipop Picks. MollipopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Mollipop taking the world by Sweet Storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag in your local grocery store. You got to understand you're getting high-quality produce, folks. Guys, we're talking about 20 different varieties of grapes. They're also online now with Mollipop Grapes. The Pretz juices. Check them out online. MollipopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Andrea, Richmond got a sweet record. We'll leave it at that. We're not going to give her any love. Let's go ahead and bring everybody back in. Man, I'm 4-7.
Haters everywhere we go.
I'm just going to start picking the favorites here so I can get back in this thing.
Come on. Exactly. Playing the favorites, you could say it's boring, but guess what? Having a record, that is wonderful. Guess what? That's exciting every single time. And shout out to both Robert Neely and also Nick Sirianni. I got to use both of their names right now. Now we got to go government.
Government.
They play some of the best football that we have been blessed to see here at Compete Forever. And it's always a good matchup between the two. But I got to go with a hot hand with a little bit of a setup mix-up in OG. I noticed it. Different angles from OG. So hopefully not a different result. Hoping to get some W's right now in the chat.
I'll say you got OG. All right, Jarrett Guarantano with that creamsicle orange of the University of Tennessee. I love that, man. The Davy Crockett, the old school logo, man, with the coon skin hat. Who you got, JG? Is he up the easy for sheezy?
Kill. Today is the day. Today is the day.
Today's the day.
Ooh, yes.
Huskers takes over King of the Hill.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
This is my pep speech, too. Today is the day.
Today's the
Where
day.
he turns into what everybody knows he can become.
Right. This ain't no daggone Marvel movie.
Okay, Ray Lewis.
For a little while, you like that was serious.
Yeah, yes.
that was pretty good. You stole my thunder, man.
Today's the
I
day.
was gonna pick Huskers too. You know I was.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. He goes from a young pup to a big dog on a porch. That's what happens today.
It's now or never. It's now or never.
It's it. Give me Huskers as well, man. I'm not a big Pittsburgh fan, but give me Huskers. Robert Neely, you better not. We don't fear anybody. I don't want you to fear OG. Take him behind the woodshed, man. Do your thing, man.
OG, get this up for me real quick. It's okay. All right.
All right, we'll see if you can do it. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, Huskers playing with the Steelers. Let's go ahead and lock it up. OG2K, our current champ. One loss in like 7 or 8 months. There he is, Nick Sirianni playing with the Go Pack Go. Let's do it, guys. Play it out right here. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. May the best man win. Let's go ahead and do it, guys, right here on the platforms of Destination on the Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Let's go now. All right, guys, that pregame show brought to our good friends at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations where Brooklyn at. Got one in BK, also West Knock and Scarsdale. Sports Bar and Indoor Golf Lounge with some 16 total bays, 15 bays and a huge VIP suite there. Got the simulators and the suites. It is where golf meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just a golf place. Indoor golf lounge there. It is a bar. It's a sports bar, a lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, we're back here inside of El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Yes, to go to Nico's Landing right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football here. We're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Got my guy with me, Jarrett Guarantano, to the right of him. Former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, playing in the NFL with the Broncos and Cardinals. To the right of him at the very top, Andrea. She's a sports reporter down in the A, Atlanta, Georgia. Middle of the screen, we're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Week 8, we're going to get you all set for everything here. The top stories in the NFL. Got a couple of gamers playing Madden. 26 here for cash and prizes here. OG2K, middle of the screen there. He is playing with the Green Bay Packers. He's on defense. They're in right. Bottom of the screen, our challenger is Huskers playing with the Steelers. He's on offense. They got the ball, and he's moving here. First drive of the game around his 40-yard line. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let's talk the latest in the world of the NFL. Let's start with a team that's not as good as the Packers, not as good as the Steelers. They wear a different shade of a color. It's teal. They're down in South Florida, the Miami Dolphins. Mike McDaniel, the story is Mike McDaniel is going to stick with Tua Tagovailoa, and also Mike McDaniel has been given reportedly a vote of confidence by the owner there, Stephen Ross. Now, the Dolphins here, 1-6 on the season, lost last week to Cleveland. I don't know why my guy, Mike McDaniel, was wearing shades, like in a drive-in monsoon in Cleveland. But he was doing his thing out there. Tua not playing very well. I believe 6 interceptions the last couple of games. So after the game, Tua was pulled in this game as well against the Cleveland Browns. After the game and heading to this week, of course, a lot of people thinking about who's going to be the starting quarterback. Well, Mike McDaniel has come out and told us who will be the starting quarterback, and he's got a caveat as well. Here's the head coach of the Fins, Mike McDaniel, on Tua.
Yeah, he's going to take the snaps this week, and he's going to their starter this week, and my expectation is that we don't throw 10 picks.
You're a former quarterback. You're the quarterback of ISG. What's going on here, JG?
Saying, like, please leave Tua as a quarterback, because I still think
my stomach's churning right now just thinking about the process of that.
He's significantly better than both of them. So, like, having to have that decision, please just leave him out. Just let him go out there and do his thing. But nobody's really talking about the loss of Tyreek Hill. Like, Tyreek Hill was obviously an imminent part of that offense, and the fact that he's not there to lift the defense up and have them play over the top and have them play a little bit softer, it's obviously showing now that they're sitting underneath all of Tua's throws, and they're really playing flat-footed versus him because they know that he's not one to really throw over the head. So it's his team issue. It's a quarterback issue right now. And unfortunately, it turned into a media issue with his actions now. So now everybody has a lot of fuel and a lot of ammo for poor old Tua.
Yeah. I was talking about that, Andrew, with my producer, Kevin Mamouzette. We were talking about, first thing I said is, look, he doesn't have Tyreek, man. Of course, Tyreek went out with that knee injury. He's going to miss the rest of the year. Should be back for the regular season next year. But this thing has been a steady decline here. Dolphins played well in 2022. 2023 went to back-to-back playoffs. And then last year, they plateaued and then cratered last year. And this year, 1-6. It doesn't look good. Tua, 6 picks last 2 games. What are you seeing here from the Dolphins? Also, Mike McDaniel was like, if you're negatively affecting the football team routinely, I don't have a choice but to assess a different player. This was not too long ago as well when he was talking about Tua. You can't bench a $50+ million player, can you?
You can if they're not playing good. If they're not playing $50 million worth of ball, you can. The question is, though, what else do you have? Jarrett already alluded, Jarrett mentioned something that I alluded to last week, which is it's hard to really get the troops rallied when there's locker room disagreement and the person who's calling it out is someone who's not good. You know what I mean? That doesn't rub well with leadership too, and it's not playing good is what I should say right now at this moment. And it's harder for Mike McDaniel to come up with more creative ways to really stretch this offense if he's missing a dynamic player in Tyreek Hill, and his quarterback is not dynamic in Tua Tagovailoa. Like, you can have A-Chain, you can have Darren Waller, who's been very good, and you can have all of these different players who are great, but eventually you're going to need somebody to stretch the field or just horizontally, you know? And Tua can't do that with his arm, but at least Tyreek created, like, I guess, an artificial stretch where even if you left that thing hanging, hey, man, Tyreek's down there somewhere, you know? he did. And to be fair, Tua Tagovailoa said that himself, like, I can't even reach him half the times, and right? But Tyreek was like, hey, I got you. Now he's kind of left on an island, both in the sense on the field, but also his play in the locker room sense as well. What's helping him is the fact that Mike McDaniel already attached his ship to him, so he has to go with him. And what are your backup options? Like Zach Wilson? I think that actually probably might end up probably being better. Who knows? Because at least he can stretch the field, but who knows? Because he has decision-making issues. And Quinn Ewers, unfortunately, has a lot of that same inability to navigate the pocket with pressure that he had in Texas. And that happens with the Dolphins team, too.
Look at McDaniel. Got the hoodie on. Look like the Unabomber out there, man. Maybe he did, but I'm sorry. I mean, maybe we should be joking about that, but he looked crazy out there. He did.
No, because he's in stress. He is right now. He looks like somebody who's over his head. He made a parlay that he cannot cash in right now, okay? He is in hell.
Wrote a check his butt can't cash.
He seems like he's a good mind, but... Ugh, man, not a good result with what's happening all around him. I thought he was going to get fired legitimately last Sunday.
Man, you look at him when he first got into the league, preppy, clean cut. Now he's got this Miami Vice, Miami vibe type deal. He's got the shades on in the rain. It's just, I don't know. Things are definitely different now with these Miami Dolphins. So we'll keep an eye on them. Right now, we'll keep an eye on this Madden game. It's 7-0 here. Our King of the Hill, middle of the screen, playing with the Packers, has the lead here in the second quarter, right? Yes, they are. Huskers playing with the Steelers. He's got the ball. He's going deep. Can he connect? Oh, he does. Nice little segue to the commercial break here. Let's go ahead and take a break here. That first quarter brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant right here. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Good food, good atmosphere, great affordable drinks, libations flowing. Happy hour. Monday through Friday. So weekdays, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. We talked about that. DJs on the weekends. Latin nights and weekends, too. They got the patio. Great vibes, great entertainment here. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle. It is landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Check them out online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. And we're back here inside of El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. ISG Football here. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. NFL week number 8. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. ISG, we're the only show, folks, the intersection of sports and gaming that combines traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the NFL. Also got a couple of gamers playing Madden 26 here for cash and prizes. The featured game, Sunday Night Football game. Packers and Steelers, that game to be played in Pittsburgh Sunday night, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm joined by Jarrett, former University of Tennessee starting quarterback, also played in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals. Andrea Richmond to the right of him. At the top there, she's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. All right, guys, let's get back to the NFL topics here. Speaking of Florida, we were just talking about the Miami Dolphins. We'll go a little bit, I guess, northwest of Florida. That would be Tampa. Alligator Alley, up 75. Done that trip many times when I used to live in Miami. How about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Got back to receiver Mike Evans Monday night and then lost Mike Evans here on this play here. This was in the second quarter, I believe, against the Lions. Mike Evans suffering a broken collarbone, a clavicle there versus the Lions. He's going to be out for most of the rest of the season. Just returned, literally, guys. He missed the 3 previous games with a hamstring. Now, Mike Evans, that record that he has, 11 straight seasons to start a career. 11 overall is the record of 1,000-yard seasons, so he's not going to have that for a 12th season of this year. So he's going to be out. Jarrett, if I had to guess, most of the season sounds about 8-week-ish to me. 6, maybe on the early end, probably 8, maybe even up to 10. That's going to put you sometime maybe mid to late December. If it's 8 weeks, maybe week 15, 16 at best. Your thoughts here, JG? That's going to hurt the Bucs.
Yeah, it's going to hurt the Bucs big time, but the good thing is they've been winning without him. I think that was the key attribute to seeing it. Yeah. They can win without him, and obviously the reason that they're winning without him is because their wide receiver room is probably one of the strongest in football when healthy. They have Ibuka. They have.
I was just talking to my producer about that the other day. Yes, you're right.
Ibuka, him, Mike Evans. They have Chris Godwin. They're sitting there. Scotty Miller is a really good football player. They have
Johnson. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Tez Johnson, Oregon. Yep. Bo Nix's brother, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sterling's playing really good football. His career is somewhat revived, right? He's obviously not to what he used to be, but right now he's playing great football. And you look at that from the standpoint also with Cade Otton, they have a lot of weapons. So if they were one position that they can afford to get banged up at, it was probably at that position. Unfortunately, I wouldn't want to see Mike Evans go because of these record-setting years and that he continues to have. It was a sick play, too, when you watch it. Like, he was literally I almost thought that they viewed it as a catch because it popped out so late. Everybody didn't know whether it was his hammy, his head. Very tough.
Definitely concussion, man, because like he had a little bit of the dead arm. I'm like, man, he's concussed.
Yeah,
he's done.
Yeah. I definitely didn't go straight to collarbone. It didn't look like he fell on it off rip, but
look at that right shoulder. That's an impact. Yeah.
It's either collarbone or AC joint whenever it gets to that one. Regardless, unfortunate for Mike Evans. Hopefully he comes back healthy. Do I think the Bucs are still going to make the playoffs? Yes, just because that room is so dynamic and Baker's playing really good football. Tough loss versus Detroit.
And in the NFC South, so you get the Saints and the Carolina Panthers twice. Although Carolina's been playing better lately. Go ahead.
Carolina's been winning some football games. Saints, not so much.
But the Saints have been competitive, though. Not winning, but they've been competitive.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely not like the Jets or the Dolphins.
What? Why is that the first thing that you say? Why you gotta say it like that? The first
those games have been just like
you're right.
They're just tough to watch. But when you watch the Saints, you're like, okay, Spencer Rattler's playing good football.
No, he is.
They got Alvin Kamara. They got a good defense.
Kool-Aid is playing good. Yeah.
They have some guys. It's like, all right, competitive. They're probably they're talking about maybe not drafting a quarterback with their pick.
You better stop playing. Draft the quarterback. Although these quarterbacks, we're about to talk about this. Are these quarterbacks going to be any good that's coming in? Nussmeier?
They're good players, but you look at it like, are they really
Mendoza? I'm really excited about these guys.
Yeah, like, are they that much better?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought they should have went with, or should have tried to sign. They should have tried to sign Sam Darnold. They should have tried to put the whole kitchen.
Think about how crazy that sounds in 2025. If this was literally 2 years ago, sign Sam Darnold. You trying to lose games? You've seen
3 years ago would have spin your face. Honestly,
Baker Mayfield. Same thing with Baker Mayfield 2 years ago. That's true. Baker Mayfield. You guys would have. Oh my God! Everybody would have hated me.
Yeah.
Like I said, Sam Darnold's still playing great football, but they need somebody like that. They need
in the regular season. Haven't seen him do it in the playoffs yet. But go ahead.
That's a whole other thing. And we don't know I think Baker can carry them to the playoffs. I think Baker's really good enough to do that.
Yeah, MVP should. Yep.
going into the playoffs, they should be at full strength if nobody else gets banged up. It's football, so there's going to be some injuries around that way. But they still have Bucky Irvin. They still have Rashad Wade also in the running back room. They're loaded offensively. So, I mean, hopefully Mike gets healthy soon, but they're loaded.
Andrew?
I do want to see that running back room be more explosive, though. They can have their moments, so I really want them to, like, really find themselves because they have stretches where they look good, and it's just, like, filter out. We'll talk about somebody who really does that and annoys me to all end. Packers. Anyway, I will say this about the wide receiver room. It's good to have a wide receiver room by committee as long as your quarterback is hooping and playing well. But it's in those high leverage situations that you really need a go-to guy. Luckily, those moments don't tend to pop up unless it's against a really good team like the Lions, or if it's against a playoff team, right? So luckily, Mike Evans should be back. Personally, I was heartbroken because, man, that's Mike Evans, man. He's always been healthy. He's always been good, regardless of what quarterback he's had throwing to him. He can always find a way. And he's had some career years. He's one of those players that could be like a legacy player just because of how consistent he is. But man, yeah, I feel this Bucs team will be able to do it. And also, too, shout out to Todd Bowles. He's somebody who doesn't get enough love. People tried to kick him out a door a couple years ago, and he always fields a really good secondary as well, along with a good defense. So combining all that together, the Bucs should be fine.
We'll see how Mike Evans responds and rehabs and comes back from this broken collarbone that he suffered Monday night in the D. Third quarter here. They're in the third quarter here. Tied ball game here. Once again, once we go to a break, we get some action. Huskers just tied the game up. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, the challenger at 14 against the king of the hill, our champion, OG2K, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Packers. Packers and Steelers tied at 14. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria. Also here in Bayonne, New Jersey, 165 Broadway. Been around for nearly 25 years. The best pizzeria you'll find in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, folks. We're talking especially the buffalo chicken there. Mona Lisa also unapologetically Italian, rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. Got a full menu. Also, whether you're looking for Italian dinners or a quick lunch, they've got it all for you. We're talking burgers. You see it all here. Wraps, soups, got the desserts there as well, salads, calzones, seafoods, and more. Also, they've got the Da Vinci Room. It's for boutique-style catering and luxury events. Also got the garden as well there in the back for more events. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. Mona Lisa, online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. All right, we're back here inside of Aguilar Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Guess the Golden Eagle is landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley of CBS Sports. ISG Football, we're powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3 there, right down the street from MetLife Stadium and down the street from East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're the only show, guys, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the NFL, the latest in the National Football League. Week 8 is upon us. Also got a couple of gamers, Madden players, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, OG2K playing with the Packers. He's our champion. And Huskers playing with the Steelers. He's a challenger, tied at 14 here. Late stages of the third quarter here. Both of these guys playing a phenomenal game as well. They're playing for cash and prizes. We talked to the ladies in the NFL. Back to the NFL talk, guys. How about the Broncos? Crazy game against the New York Giants on Sunday out in Denver. Broncos Dre Greenlaw has been suspended now for charging ref. Look, the Broncos came back, scored 33 points in fourth quarter. Crazy ball game. He does run after the ref right here. Brad Allen, look at him. There's Greenlaw, number 57. Runs up on him. He didn't make a whole lot of contact with him. Ref did throw a flag there. I don't know what the hell he's going to do. But he's going to penalize somebody for after the game. But I want you to take a look at this video one more time when it circles back around. Look at the ref, though. Watch this guy come in. Watch the ref here. Push number. There he is. He just pushed guy. I think it was 46. He pushed him a little bit to get him out the way, so people are talking about that. Look, he did appeal the suspension. It has been upheld, so he's going to have to sit out this week against the Cowboys. Andrea, your thoughts here on Dre Greenlaw getting suspended, man, for charging the ref, man, and unsportsmanlike conduct, basically.
Dude,
verbally
they just won a historic, never in the history of the NFL had somebody, I want you to look at that box score, okay, America, whoever's looking at this, if you're outside the country, whoever, right, is looking at this. It was goose egg, 33. There was never a time in NFL history that has ever happened. Let them enjoy their moment. Don't suspend them over dumb crap, especially having a hand in such a historic moment. I can't believe that the ref was like still there necessarily. I guess we could talk about the fact that whether or not he needs to be there, especially because there's a whole crowd rush, there's a whole frenzy. A lot of people are trying to celebrate a big moment because it's historical.
Oh, he pushed him.
And you also physically engaged in contact with him. So I don't understand how this was upheld. I guess there needs to be safety of the referees too, and I get it.
Absolutely.
But that ref was also in the middle of a mosh pit after a great game. I don't know. Like I just expect for there to be a little bit of a bumping, a little bit of a pushing, and it's not that big of a deal. I can't believe that we're having this discussion instead of how historic everything is. NFL, do better, please.
I guess you can chirp or woof at the ref. I guess it's the, I guess the verbal, chasing him down. I don't think he accosted him or anything like that. JG, your thoughts here? It seems like Dre got a little PO'd at the ref because of how he pushed his team. That's how some people are framing it out in Denver. And that's why he went to go chase him. Other than that, why would he be mad when you guys came out? Now there's the PI calls, especially late in the game against the Broncos. That's the other reason. That's the only two things I can think of, JG.
Yeah. I mean, I think from Dre's standpoint, it's brutal, right? This is his first game of the year that he's coming back off injury. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to have to do something where he has to sit another game because of his actions. I think it was absolutely brutal by him. After the game, going up to the ref, like, dude, just go celebrate your team. You guys just had an absolute walk-off win. I'd love to personally know what he said to that ref.
Yeah, me too.
It must have been something so outlandish for him to sit there and get a one-game suspension. Like, you could say a lot of things to a ref. Like, you could probably say a lot of things on the football field that people just brush off, but he must have said something so outlandish that they couldn't.
Well, they said verbally threaten him. Like, okay, did he like say I'm gonna beat your butt, or like? Because I mean, to verbally threaten somebody, you gotta you gotta like mention violence, right? It's gotta be some sort of physical. It's about to happen. It's about to come. Right?
It had to be crazy.
Pittsburgh just had a chance to go up, and it was 14-14, but now Green Bay 21-14.
That's also insane.
That's what OG2K does, man. It ain't over yet. We'll keep an eye on it. JG?
What was I going to say about it? But listen, I Dre Greenlaw guaranteed 1,000% if you guys, anybody that watched that last possession with the Giants versus Broncos when the Giants had the football, the roughing the passer call and the passing call, horrendous.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely brutal. I mean, it was a 4th and 19. I don't know if he did get it. If maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But for you to call roughing the passer on that play, terrible. And then that pass interference to put the ball at the 1.
Oh.
They literally took the game into their hands. And as a defensive player, they must have been agitated. So that was just probably like, that had to be it. And I didn't watch the rest of the game prior to. But if they were making calls that suggested like those type of calls, then as any defensive player, I bet you he was heated.
Broncos host the Cowboys this weekend. It's part of my Larry's Locks. I'll tell you who I've got in that game. We'll keep an eye on that this weekend. Keep an eye on this Matt game, 21-14. They're in the fourth quarter. The challenger, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Huskers playing with the Steelers on the move here in the red zone. Actually, we'll give JG, can I give him low red zone right here? I guess, right? Can I say that? Low red zone?
That's low red. That's low red.
Okay, all right. Just to make sure my football acumen is still there, man. Jarrett Guarantano there. That third quarter brought to you by good friends Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill, located 812 Broadway, Bayonne, New Jersey. Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, good atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with a drink in your hand, folks? Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, dry rub and sauce, grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salted pretzels, and seafood baskets. Open every other week except Mondays. So open Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. Check them out online. Chubby's, right there, chubbybayonne.com. Oh, we're back here inside of El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle, the Mexican restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant located right here in Bell, New Jersey, open 7 days a week. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, combining traditional sports and gaming at the exact same time. We talk the latest in the NFL. Week number 8 is here. Also got a couple of gamers you can see playing Madden right here. Tied at 21, Steelers and Packers. Sunday Night Football, you see it on NBC Sunday night, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm joined by Jarrett Guarantano, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback, also played in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals. To the right at the top there she is. Andrea Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. OG2K in the middle of the screen playing with the Packers. He's got the ball and he's driving. Fourth quarter, under 3 minutes to play. Huskers playing with the Steelers. He is on defense. He's hanging in there, tied at 21. All right, here, let's get back to the NFL talk, guys. Travis Hunter. Making some waves here, two-way player, did his thing, Heisman Trophy winner, playing with the Jags, got his first NFL touchdown this week, but last week, this was the story here. Before a home game, October the 12th, against the Seattle Seahawks, look at that. That's a very beautiful thing, folks. Travis Hunter getting baptized before a game in the Jacksonville area, at a church there in the Jacksonville area. Now, seems like a very innocent thing, right? Born again, gonna cleanse his body, stepping into a new light. And all of those good and positive things. But a lot of people are like, what is he doing? He's getting baptized before a game. How dare you? Maybe that's why he's not playing well. Like, what? I couldn't believe this. Yes, a lot of this is out there. Skip Bayless and others. I didn't say no names, did I? I think I did. Your thoughts here, Jarrett? Like, I couldn't believe that he's catching flack for getting baptized before a game. What do y'all guys want these guys to do? Be robots? All about the game? He got baptized, guys. Last time I checked, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior too. I got no problem with this.
No, I think the people that even comment on it publicly is disturbing, disgusting. Like, Sunday, everybody knows Sunday is church day for most Christians.
Especially down south.
Down south, especially. Like, unless you're like maybe, okay, Pentecostal or something like that, where you celebrate on Saturdays, whatever it is. Everybody knows that Sundays are the days to celebrate for most Catholics and Christians. So the fact that he got baptized on a Sunday is not the most outlandish thought out of anybody that has any sort of religious being to them.
It takes literally 5 seconds. He's not doing anything.
He's not. Is he out clubbing? Is he out the night before going to bars? Is he out at clubs? Is he doing any of that? Or is he going to profess his love for Jesus? Come on, like... There's things to be mad at. There's things to be mad at kids for. It's almost honorable. Like, it's amazing that this kid, Travis hasn't been in the media spotlight for anything negative outside of maybe his
girlfriend. That's it.
And
the girl that he married and he loves, and let him do him. I don't agree with some of it, but he can do him. Yeah.
And then this is where we're trying to get backlash. Like, all right, come on, we're just fishing. That's why the media sometimes it just gives me a headache with them. Like, you guys want to look.
Hey, you're part of that old media now.
I know. Like, I try to stay in the middle. Like, I try to be honest though. Like, this is an instance where, okay, he's going, like, he puts Jesus first. Like, that's that's the worst thing the kids ever did. That's what we're gonna complain about. Oh, give me a break,
Andrew.
And I don't give credit to anybody. Like, I don't care if you're like an atheist or if you're like non-secular, whatever, right? I believe that everybody should be able to do what they want, and he's not harming anybody. He's getting baptized. He's doing it for himself. I am not the most religious person. I'm spiritual, not the most religious person. And I'm like, cool, man. I love it when people express their religion. Religion is actually super beautiful and can be super beautiful if practiced wonderfully. And this is an example of the beautiful practices where it's just like, I'm having a moment of me. I'm cleansing myself. It's good. It's active. It's great. I don't understand how people can turn this into something negative. It's not like there are some things that have happened negatively under the guise of religion. You can talk about like crusades, or you can talk about like prosperity gospel.
Wars have been started and still going on about religion. So look, we're not saying it's all about that, but this one specific act, I got no problem with. You absolutely
right. Exactly. It's not like he's over here like the only way you can get into heaven is if you like give me all your money. Like, it's something crazy or anything that's nefarious. He's being in himself. He's getting closer to his own personal beliefs in God, and he's expressing love, joy, and just being a positive guy. I feel like people want or hate everything around Deion Sanders. I guess that's the attachment to that. Why they would actually be mad at somebody who's only been positive, only been smiling, cheery. and cool. I have no idea why there's a media witch hunt.
No, it was definitely last Sunday. It was October the 12th, right before they played Seattle. It was right before they played Seattle. This past Sunday, they were in London. Yeah, this past Sunday, the 19th, they were in London, and he did get his first touchdown. This was the previous Sunday, the 12th, against Seattle. That's why I was at this church in Jacksonville. Go ahead, Andrew, wrap it up.
The loose connection to Deion is the only way I can see that people would ever, like, why there's any negativity even touching him, because he's just a cool guy. Everything I've seen about him, he's just cool.
Gotcha. All right. Shout out to Travis Hunter, man. Hey, don't apologize for loving Jesus, dude.
Yeah, man.
Look, there's a lot of crazy things. Look, there's people that love Jesus doing crazy things, and in the name of Christianity or in the name of religion, and we'll point those things out when they're wrong. But he did absolutely nothing wrong here. Professes his love for Jesus. We got no problem with that. Did it on a game day. It takes 5 minutes, man. Like, what are we doing here? You could go get some donuts, and I guess somebody could have a problem with it on a game day. What are we doing here?
Let athletes have their own lives.
Right. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Congratulations on your first NFL touchdown catch as well. All right, guys, let's continue here. Game here, 24-21. They're in the fourth quarter here. Less than 5 minutes to play, about 4.5 minutes to play here. And Huskers, bottom right-hand corner of the screen here at the bottom, the Steelers, he is driving here to take the lead or maybe even tie up this game. OG2K, our current champion, play with the Packers, middle of the screen. We're talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Week number 8 is still here and coming upon us here. A real subject here. We just talked about life there with Travis Hunter. And a life is no longer here. A life is gone. A former Buccaneer running back, Doug Martin, has died here. Died over the weekend. Last weekend, I believe, technically last Saturday. Died in police custody. Now, police were called responding to a home invasion, quote unquote. It was a medical emergency there with Doug. He became unresponsive. Medical assistance was called. He was taken to a hospital. There was a brief struggle as well, I guess, when they were trying to apprehend him or reportedly trying to arrest him. It is under investigation now. He was taken to a hospital where he later died here. There's a lot going on here. When it first happened, like, oh, what happened to Doug, Doug Martin, man? It just, the family released a statement. We lost Doug. He's 36 years of age, played in the NFL, had some great years with the Bucs and also the Raiders there. And then you start finding out, like, all right, he had some mental health challenges. The police were called there, a home invasion. They get there. This is in Oakland, that area there. Dies in police custody. I'm trying to make sense of this, guys. I want to be careful here. I don't have all of the information, but that's the information that we do have. Your thoughts here, Andrea, when you hear about this story?
Coming off of finding out more about Kevin Lacey and how the cops also played a role in potentially obscuring evidence when it came to that instance. Hearing that another NFL player has gone through a similar issue, any person goes through an issue where they die in police custody. It's hard to, especially after 2020, especially after years of being Black in America.
Well, you talk about Lacey. Let me jump in for a second. You talk about Kyron Lacey, right? The former LSU Tiger, right?
Yes, Kyron Lacey.
Okay, so that was suicide, right?
There was suicide, but there were some nefarious things that happened in which the police department
when there was a crash and he thought that he killed someone. That's still kind of been litigated.
Skewing evidence about whether or not things are happening. I will say this: we've seen countless instances where police reports aren't necessarily what happened. And allegedly at the time that there was some mental health call, then this subsequent burglar investigation happened. This is alleged, so I'm not sure what happens, but it never feels good to hear the fact that somebody dies in police custody, and because a relationship, especially in Oakland, that Black people can have with the police, or people in general can have with the police, and over enforcement, it doesn't feel good. It was already not feeling good, the fact that Doug Martin, this is somebody I grew up with, actually seeing play, and like, Muscle Hamster, like, he was a guy.
Yes.
People loved him, and he was such a good running back, especially his first couple of years. It was already disappointing here. That was a fun Sunday, this broke Sunday, but it's hard knowing the context in which sometimes that police can overextend their power and force, and the fact that I've heard stories of like police officers like laughing at somebody dying in custody, having a mental episode and letting things happen, it's hard not to feel that something nefarious might be here. I'm hoping that that's not the case, but either way, unfortunate that Doug Martin has passed. I'm hoping the best for his family, because for him to have passed so young, it's something you never want to hear or ever want to see. So
yeah. Just saw OG2K with a long touchdown, extending his lead up now by 2 scores. Are your thoughts here, Jarrett, on aka the muscle hamster, Doug Martin, reportedly dying in police custody, medical episode, the medical emergency, police called, home invasion, became unresponsive, needed some medical assistance, taken to the hospital, later died. Allegedly, there was a brief struggle there. It's currently under investigation.
Yeah, it's so hard to comment when just factual truth and actual truth just hasn't been brought to light. So like, it's absolutely so unfortunate that this happened to him. Of course, everybody that loves football understands that Doug Martin is a really good football player. Very energetic, very positive. There's just so many different stories, and there's been just so much different things that have happened over the course of maybe the last 5 to 10 years that have been brought to light within the police and whatever it has, brutality or whatever it has came about. It just puts me at such a middle, because I do know a lot of really good cops, and I also do know some cops that just aren't the best. So right from this standpoint, of course, I'm a person that loves factual truth, and I love knowing more about the situation before commenting. When you hear it that he passed away in police custody, you hear that he had an episode prior to, there's a lot of different things, especially with myself with the psychology background. I got my degree at Tennessee. There's a lot of things that could happen throughout those manic episodes that could lead to certain decisions that were impacted.
Nobody should be in that situation with a gun or something that can put them in active harm, or their primary focus is combat training versus de-escalation and trying to make things pan out, So unfortunate situation.
Well, we got to move on. Guys, real quickly, Packers and Steelers, hate to do this. This is sort of abrupt, but we're running out of time here. Packers and Steelers, Sunday Night Football. Who you got? Go Pack, go, baby. JG?
I'm going Pittsburgh.
Oh!
I think Packers are a better team, but in Pittsburgh at nighttime, the fans going to be wrong.
So I'm going Packers, but Steelers, they have their defense can figure it out. They're interesting.
Broncos will be there tomorrow for ISG college football. Curated good times made in Jersey City. Handcrafted beers, the best atmosphere that you'll find. Spacious tap room, got a host of variety of events as well. Got the rooftop as well. Shout out to everybody there. Doug and everyone, Don and everyone will be there tomorrow. 902brewing.com. All right, we're back here inside of El Águila Dorado Restaurant, located in Bale, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. The Madden game is over. There's OG2K, the winner, playing with the Packers. We saw Steelers and Packers as they played for cash and prizes. We were talking the latest in the world, the NFL week number 8, Larry Ridley of CBS Sports. This is ISG Football. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. OG2K. Boy, that was another battle, man. Once again, you pull it out in the end, and you get a nice 2-score win. Again, what was working for you this time, young man?
It was a really chippy game, but I was able to get
chippy. What do you mean by that?
Like, it was just back and forth, and it wasn't like a pretty win, but I was able to get like some big stops when I needed them. Really,
I thought you said chippy, like you and Robert Ridley, aka Huskers, was going back and forth talking smack. Like y'all gonna get in the octagon or something. All right, man. Shout out to you, man. Great win, dude. Once again, you keep winning and you keep proving us wrong. How you doing in Madden right now? Top 15 in the world. Where are you right now as far as the next big Madden Championship Series event? Real quick.
I just qualified for the top 32 of like that Madrid tournament.
Okay.
So I got I don't know how many games I need to win to make the Madrid event next weekend, but I'm gonna be playing on the day 2 of that.
If I have to guess, you're in the top 32. You probably got to be in the top 8 to make the live event. So what? You got to win 16, 8, 2 games, maybe?
That was like the latter portion.
Okay.
So I just qualified for like the buys to like in the elims.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm just in a better position.
Hey man, We'll keep an eye on it, man. We'll be rooting for you, man. If you guys want to be like this guy and you want us to root for you, you can join us now. Win some cash and prizes, ages 13 and up. It's all online cash and prizes. Win weekly King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. TheISGshow.com/Madden. Once again, TheISGshow.com/Madden. Don't do it today, but do it to now. Also, want some merch? Merch. Merch. What the hell is that? You want merch? It's official merchandise shop there. Authentic merch there as well. Free shipping on orders over $75 exclusively. TheISGshow.com/shop. TheISGshow.com/shop. T-shirts now. Hoodies are going up in the next couple of weeks there. We just got in some. Now we're going to get them up on the shop ASAP. Also, this post-game show brought to our good friends right here, the title sponsors, Little Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, got their identity and inspiration from their origins there in Chicago, the Chi. Over 100 locations in 20 states. They serve more than just pizza. They got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more, craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, folks, before we get out of here, one last thing. Larry's Locks, JG, who's been hotter than Nevada lately?
Nobody been hotter than Larry, I'll tell you that.
The locks, man.
Go to the bank. Everybody go to the bank. Put the locks in.
You heard the man. Hey, man, take your ticket right now and run straight to the window. Here we go, week number 8. Johnson Eagles. Give me the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Browns and Patriots, you already know, man. New England forever. Cowboys and Broncos. How about them Cowboys? Packers and Steelers. Go, Pack, go. They're my locks. Eagles, Pats, Boys, and Pats. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Shout out to OG2K. Once again, moving on. We'll see him for ISG College Football, EA Sports College Football tomorrow. Andrea, she's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. Jarrett Guarantano, there is that young, handsome face, former University of Tennessee volunteer starting quarterback. Also played in the NFL with the Broncos and the Cardinals. Didn't get to talk about Russell Wilson. Going to save that for next week. Him and Sean Payton. Back and forth, man. Basically said some Bounty Gate stuff you're talking about, Sean. Stay in your lane, bro. Been doing this for 15 plus years ago. So we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. That'll do it here from El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle, in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Thanks for watching here on the platforms of NESN Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Enjoy the Week 8 games, guys. Have a great week and a great weekend. Bye-bye.